Hello everyone, my name's Bob Mitch and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. This is the 3.9.1 PTU environment, and I'll get rid of the chat because it's been very toxic in this environment at the moment. What's so special about this? This is the preview for the Fleet Week that is coming up, if you've seen announcements on the RSI page. And it's important for several reasons, because this is Bajani Point above Area 18. And if you look closely there, you'll see on the boom arm that's extended now from these stations for a while, that it has another little thing sticking out over here. So if we go around, and we'll go and have a closer look. If I try and cycle through some of these NPCs as well, I don't know if it's going to let me do it, because the PTU has been a little bit janky at the moment. It's PTU at the end of the day. It isn't quite letting me do it. These are UEE Navy NPCs flying around, because the UEE Navy in the Invictus Flight Week is coming to Area 18. And these big docks here, it's pretty obvious what this is going to be for. As you can see, they've got UEE Navy signage all along them there, and that's because these are going to be for capital vehicles. It's not letting me fly close to it. I'm a little bit too close. It's having a bit of a fit. So I'll back away a little bit. I wanted to actually try and get close to one of these vehicles here and just have a look. Yeah, it's not going to let me get close. So it's pretty obvious that these are going to be for capital vehicles. There's going to be a lot of vehicles on show during this Fleet Week that are still in development. Like there's holograms of the Mercury Star Runner. There's things been data mined, so it's going to be like the C2 Hercules, the Origin rover at long last. There is a lot of ships. It's well worth checking out the patch notes. And if you're a little bit cheeky, things like the Star Citizen Leaks Discord, because they've got a bit more information on it if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, these are giant docking pylons designed for things like the Idris and the Javelin. Whether we'll see the Javelin, it's still up in the air. It would be nice to finally see a live one in game and get a sense of scale for it. Of course, the interiors and stuff, I doubt very much will be accessible. It will just be the exteriors that we can look at and kind of swoon over. But yeah, I think it's finally cool we're getting a look at some of these larger ships that are coming in the PTU here. They haven't had any docked in. They don't want to kind of, drop the surprise yet. But yeah, we're going to have big ships. Will all three docks be occupied by something? We don't know. Maybe it'll be like two variants of the Idris and maybe a Javelin. Who knows? But that is not all that is going on with Area 18 at the moment. So I'm going to head back to the city and I'm going to dock and we'll show you what else we've got in this little preview of the PTU. Okie dokie, so we're back down in the main plaza. I've come back from or rather I have come back to the Adira Falls apartments, as the Fleet Week guide suggests. And as soon as you come out, you can see Invictus Launch Week show posters, May 22nd to May 29th. And they are everywhere around Area 18, and it's very much like the Anniversary Expo stand, because it's in the same place. So we'll just follow all the banners and the show signs. We've got big marquees running all the way through the city, and making it a little bit more obvious this time than the Expo. The Expo was a little bit tricky, so it's kind of cool that they are showing a bit more guidance. We pass through under the giant marquee that goes through to the transit hub, and you've got the City Flight transit here. And on the left hand side, again following the signs, you see that this area has been unbarred as it was closed after the Anniversary Expo. More banners and Launch Week, and you can go down here again, just like you could with the Anniversary Expo. And UEE Navy flags. And as is typical fashion, there is no train here. Oh, one's turning up, there we go. And if the route looks familiar for the train, it should, because the Expo here is being, well, the Fleet Week, it's not the Expo, is it? The Fleet Week is being held in exactly the same building that the Anniversary Expo was, as you will see. They've just kind of tweaked it and remodeled it so that it's got all the UE art and not the Anniversary Expo art. They have blimps this time. I don't think they have blimps for the Expo. And here we go. So, asking you about enlisting in the Navy, and will you answer the call? There you go. And within the many T-posing NPCs, we have the very cool little touches that I liked before from the Expo, like ticket stands, queue things, coffee to go. So far, I haven't seen that the coffee here works like the lots of the other concession stands and food and drink stands in the cities. Maybe that will change. Have more Invictus banners, more UAE Navy flags. Looking around, as we did in the Anniversary Expo, you've got the individual vendors selling all their merch, as they did, so you can buy the t-shirts. I don't know if these will last for the duration of the patches or whether they'll persist more. Again, these bottles of water are not working yet. But you can see now we have different kind of show stands as opposed to just ships and things. You have cool UBE Navy, so the Naval Oath. Something that's going to be a bit more prominent, I fear, in Squadron 42 than Star Citizen itself. But it's cool that they're kind of like maybe finally bridging that gap. You know, we might get some more information on Star Citizen's Squadron 42 as opposed to just Star Citizen's Star Citizen. So, moving upstairs, we have some more ships on display. The Takuetsu models, the UEE heroes. We've got Cutlass, we've got a Hornet of some description, I'm not sure which one. Hornet Ghost, maybe? And we've got Retaliator, because Navy uses the Tally a lot, don't they? And again, sweeping around to the sides, more merch from the different flight companies. Although this time, you can see we've got an Invictus bomber jacket and an Invictus Navy cap, so those will be cool to pick up. A couple more bits around the side, we've got t-shirts. Vending machines with T-post people. Don't think we can order coffee at the minute. Bit of a shame. Moving up to the main thing, you've got this cool stand here that I saw. Is you got some Marines helping each other up a cliff, but it's time to step up. True strength is never letting others fall, and you can stand on the plaque here, and you can be helped up by the Navy dude. I think that's quite a cool little touch that they put in there. Moving off to the sides, either side of the strength stand there, as we'll call it, we've got UE Navy recruitment centres, so they're trying to get people in. And oh, it's a Carrack in a globe. I've not seen that yet. And you can see we have these slightly cooler than the Anniversary Expo. You can see CIG is building on their little stand effects all the time. You've got an Invictus launch week with some Hornets splaying away on this side. And then on the other side, we've got some Hornets doing an air show. They're not like the Anvil F8s that we saw in the launch trailer. Indeed, there's F8s overhead of these Hornets. But these are Hornets with cool smoke trails doing stunts. So, yeah. And more banners. And another recruitment table. So, that's pretty much it at the minute that's in the PTU for the Invictus week. As I said, there's many bug fixes that are worth taking a look at, because 3.9 Live had a lot of problems. And, you know, such to the point where people could crash the server if they were respawning and calling ships in a certain way, like it was an on-demand 30k crash that people were able to do, which is pretty bad. So they fix things like this now, and yeah, it's worth just taking a look at the bug fixes because they are in there. But so far, this is the Invictus week. Invictus week doesn't start for another week or so, because it's another week until we get the actual stuff, but that gives them time to, you know, get the PTU sorted, and hopefully give us some really cool Expo content, because they aren't doing CitizenCon and such because of the coronavirus now. And as well as maybe some awesome ship sales. I suspect there will be capital ship sales again. I am not a capital ship person, but if you are indeed a capital ship person and you have the moolah to throw at a capital ship, I imagine we'll see things like the Kraken and the Idris, maybe even the Javelin, because it's the UE Navy, going on sale again. Hopefully we'll see things coming on sale like the F8. I have to say, I am a little bit lusty after the F8. It's the only kind of fighter that's appealed to me, because it's got ridiculous firepower. But yes, the ships that we see previews of in here, I imagine we will see on sale in some fashion. So even if they're not complete, you know, flyable sails like the capital ships, I imagine we might see concepts, especially for things like the Origin rover that's been data mined. So yeah, Invictus week, new stuff, bug fixes, get ready because it's all coming. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.